The Rise and Reach of the British Empire, a journey through history. Welcome to Mind-Blowing Channel on Ancient History, where we delve into the intriguing stories that shaped our world. Today, we're exploring the rise and reach of the British Empire, the largest empire in history. Though it may not have technically ruled the world, its influence was felt across every continent. Let's embark on a journey through time to understand how this small island nation became a global powerhouse. Geographic advantage and maritime prowess. The British Empire's success owes much to its geographic position. As an island nation, Great Britain was less susceptible to invasions compared to continental countries. This natural defense allowed Britain to focus on outward expansion rather than constant defense. Moreover, Britain's location provided easy access to the North Atlantic Ocean and the North Sea, facilitating maritime expeditions. The Royal Navy, pivotal to British dominance, was heavily funded and prioritized. By the 18th century, Britain had invested more in its naval fleet than any other nation, securing its place as an unmatched maritime power. Trade over conquest, a strategic focus. Unlike many empires that expanded through military conquest, the British Empire primarily grew through trade. The establishment of the British East India Company in the early 17th century marked the beginning of Britain's commercial expansion. Initially focused on the spice trade, the company later diversified into other lucrative goods like silk, cotton, tea, and opium. The Navigation Acts of 1651 further solidified this trade-centric approach by creating a closed economy between Britain and its colonies. Colonies were required to trade exclusively with Britain, fostering a system that benefited the British economy immensely. Colonial expansion and conflicts. The British Empire's expansion was not without conflict. Early on, Britain engaged in wars with Spain and the Netherlands to establish its dominance. The American Revolutionary War, 1775-1783, was a significant setback, resulting in the loss of the American colonies. However, Britain quickly shifted its focus to Asia, Africa, and Australia, marking the beginning of what historians call the Second British Empire. In India, the British East India Company became a political power after the decline of the Mughal Empire. The Battle of Plassey in 1757 and subsequent conflicts like the Anglo-Mysore Wars and the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857-1859 exemplify the blend of trade and military force that characterized British expansion in India, Africa, and the scramble for colonies. In the 19th century, Britain turned its attention to Africa. The Berlin Conference of 1884-1885, intended to regulate European colonization, awarded Britain significant territories in northeastern and southern Africa. By the late 19th century, Britain controlled a vast portion of the African population and landmass. The empire at its peak, at its zenith, the British Empire controlled roughly 22 to 25% of the world's land surface and governed around 20% of the global population by 1938. This remarkable reach was achieved through strategic use of geographic advantages, naval supremacy, and a focus on trade and economic growth rather than mere territorial conquest. Legacy and reflection. The legacy of the British Empire is complex. While it brought about significant economic and technological advancements, it also left behind a history of conflict, colonization, and cultural disruption. Understanding this legacy is crucial as we reflect on the past to build a more equitable future.